How's it going, guys? Tay Solomon here. I want to give my thoughts and opinions on Bleach chapter 531. Pretty much the chapter is broken down into about 3 parts, I guess you could say, pretty much. First part in the beginning against Isshin finally going up against the Hollow, which he's pretty much confirmed that it's completely black and that its hole is like, it's not like, it doesn't like usually have like the hole of a hollow, like it's like kind of sealed in, like not open like. Then switch over to Aizen and everything. And pretty much he's watching this go on. Then switch over to Masaki and Ryugen. Pretty much Masaki's telling Ryugen everything that her pride and everything as a Quincy is pretty much is to help others and everything. And this questions the logical between her and Ryugen that pretty much they're 2 different people and that they don't deserve to be married to one another, even though they're technically cousins in a sense. Then it's chapter in the end, Isshin releasing his Shikai and everything, about to go up against the Black Hollow. And out of nowhere, cloaked in blackness, comes Aizen, Gin, and Tosen. On with the summary. Pretty much the chapter starts off where it happened for last week. Isshin is attacked by some random, like, Arrancar Hollow kind of thing. And he pretty much determined that this hollow-like creature, it's not like an ordinary creature. It's completely black and its hole is like sealed off and everything. Like you can't really like see it since it's so black and everything. Pretty much the creature makes a real loud roar, and if you really notice when it's yelling like that, you can see on the inside of it, the inside of the mask and the mouth, as if like a person inside there. Like you don't usually see that. You don't usually see that. In ordinary hollows, you can see a person's like mouth and teeth and everything. You don't usually see that in hollows. So I'm guessing this could be a imperfect Arrancar or some kind of Arrancar with Shinigami powers, maybe imperfect to say the least. But pretty much the creature screams real loud, then goes on to attack Isshin. And pretty much afterwards, we switch over to Aizen and everything. He's investigating this, and they are wondering like, why is the 10th Division captain here? What is he doing in the world of the living? Like their own jurisdiction right now. No one other than the 13th Division should be in the world of the living. Pretty much Aizen said this is like going according to plan. Pretty much he's wondering can he oversee this more clearly up front to see this more. So I'm guessing he's going to pretty much go off to the human world and see it for himself. And pretty much afterwards we switch back over to Isshin and the hollowified black like hollow, and they're still fighting one another. And he attacks Isshin and everything, and out of nowhere we see this random Shinigami. He's pretty much telling Isshin, like, pretty much like, hey, what the heck's going on? Like, what are you doing here, Captain Shiba? We're in the jurisdiction. Like, no one other than the 13th Division should be in the human world right now. Like, you're going against orders. And then they're still fighting on, and pretty much the Hollow attacks the random Shinigami, and I think we see some beam like come from its horns and everything and make this huge ass explosion. So I'm guessing this has to be has to be a set or something like it in a sense. And afterwards we switch over to Masaki, and she senses what's going on, that she senses the presence of a hollow and someone else. And pretty much as she's about to storm out, she's stopped by Ryugen. Ryugen is pretty much saying that pretty much there's no need to waste our efforts as a Quincy on the Shinigami, because they're lowly Shinigami that just kill hollows, and we Quincy just purify them. And pretty much he goes on to say pretty much more that us Quincy's are more pure and that we need to survive our race because we are pretty much becoming more extinct as it is. And pretty much Masaki goes on to pretty much give her preach and everything about her reasons of being Quincy is pretty much like she's alive to want to help others. Like if she would have turned her back on someone that's being hurt or whatever and everything, she would feel depressed about it. She wouldn't be able to live on tomorrow thinking that she actually let someone slip through her fingers, even though she could have, saved or rescued them. And so she storms out. And then Ryugen tells Kagura, I think the maid Kagura, pretty much to have the armored suit ready. So I'm guessing Ryugen's about to go out into battle, and I guess see what he's gonna do and everything. I guess he's gonna meet up with Masaki and Isshin and the Black Hollow and Eyes and everything. I'm kind of interested to see where that's gonna go. Then we switch over back over to Isshin and Black Hollow still fighting one another, and pretty much finally we see the Shikai. We kind of see the Shikai of Isshin, so he releases the command by saying "Burn Ingetsu." And then it doesn't really change that much, the story. Like, it's like this energy around it. I guess this the Ryatsu is around it, like swirling around it. So I guess it's not much change to his Shikai form. And as he's about to attack the Black Hollow with the Shikai form, Ingetsu, out of nowhere, he gets slashed behind, surprisingly, by Aizen himself. And it appears like Aizen and the others, Gin and Tosen, are wearing the same kind of getup that Kisuke wore back in the Pendulum Arc when he came to rescue Shinji, Hiraku, and the others. And that's what the chapter ends at 531. Overall, this was a good ass chapter. Like, really, it's getting a little bit more, more of the flashback about Isshin's past, Masaki's past reunion, and more plans on what Aizen used to talk about how he knew Ichigo, that he was born, like he planned all this. Like, we're getting more revelation about this one step at a time, and that's good, because take away from the fighting a while, need to get more answers, need to get more, more of the mystery, need to get more answers and everything, because we got closer up to the fighting. It's time to take a break and get more answers here. But that's my thoughts and opinions for the chapter. Let me know what you thought of the chapter. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and as always, have a blessed day.